Before we begin tonight, I want to ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone you loved and thought, I don't think I can do this anymore? Not because you stopped loving them, because loving them started hurting you. That's tonight's conversation, and I didn't want to have it alone. Tonight's voice is Mr. O. He's not here because he's a relationship coach. He's here because one chapter of his life might help someone rewrite theirs. Mr. O, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm honored to be here. I have to admit, I'm a little nervous. I don't usually talk about things like this. I'm normally the person who keeps these things to himself.
That's okay. We're not looking for perfect answers tonight.
Just honest ones.
So, let me ask you, have you ever loved someone and still known you had to leave?
Yeah, I have. And the strange part is, leaving wasn't the hardest thing. Accepting that love wasn't enough, that's what broke me.
What made you realize that? Was it one big moment or 100 small ones?
People always ask me what happened, like they're expecting one dramatic story, but the truth is, it was 100 tiny moments. The kind you don't notice at first. Until one day, you're exhausted. It was coming home excited to tell someone about my day and realizing they stopped listening halfway through. It was lying next to someone and feeling completely alone. I'm tired.
Everyone's tired.
Little things, very little things.
Until
They weren't little anymore.
that line, little things until they weren't little anymore. I felt that because people think relationships end because of one explosion.
Exactly. And here's the crazy part. I kept telling myself they're trying.
Looking back,
I don't know if they were. I think I was trying enough for both of us.
can I ask you something difficult?
Go ahead.
Why didn't you leave sooner?
It was complicated. I had to be sure. Because I thought leaving meant I had failed. I grew up believing if you really love someone, you don't give up. So every time I wanted to leave, I convinced myself I just needed to love harder, be more patient, understand more, forgive more. I didn't realize I was asking myself to survive something instead of enjoy it.
That's a dangerous belief. Because then love becomes measured by how much pain you can endure.
Exactly. I used to think love was supposed to be hard. Now, I think love should feel peaceful, not perfect, just peaceful. You shouldn't have to survive someone who says they love you. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Have you ever stayed longer than you knew you should have?
Yes. I think many of us have. Not because we were weak, because hope is incredibly persuasive. You keep believing tomorrow will finally become the day you've been waiting for, until one day, you realize you've been waiting for years.
Exactly. Hope can keep you somewhere long after peace has left.
Do you ever miss who you used to be?
That's funny. Nobody's ever asked me that. I don't think I do. I miss who I was before I started wondering if I was enough.
Wow. Say that again.
I don't miss them. I miss the version of me that smiled without overthinking everything. The version that didn't read text messages 5 times, looking for hidden meanings. The version that slept peacefully. But you know what? I'm actually grateful because I like the person I've become. It took losing them to find me again.
I think someone listening just realized they hasn't only been grieving another person, they've been grieving themselves.
Can I admit something?
Always.
There were days I secretly wished they would leave me because I didn't have the courage to leave myself. I'm not proud of that, but it's the truth.
Thank you for saying that. I think more people have felt that. Mr. O, we ask everyone who comes to Midnight Truths the same question. Finish this sentence. At midnight, I finally realized.
At midnight, I finally realized that some truths change everything. That I wasn't staying because I was loved. I was staying because I was terrified that nobody would ever love me again. And fear is a terrible reason to build a future.
One last question. What's one truth you've never said out loud until tonight?
I thought if they finally chose me, I'd finally feel worthy. They never did.
So what did you do?
I had to learn to choose myself. And honestly, that was the hardest relationship I've ever had to build.
If tonight's conversation found you, don't rush to answer every question. Just answer one. Are you staying because you're loved or because you're afraid of what comes after goodbye? And if this conversation made you uncomfortable, don't run from it. Sometimes, discomfort is simply the truth, finally asking to be heard. This is Midnight Truths. Thank you for spending part of your night with us. Until next time, good night, Terde.